Hey boys and girls, Laura here again with another instructional video, and this one is on Hogrider Attacks for Clan Wars. And we'll start with our first one. As you see, this player is pulling those troops out, luring them over to the corner. And that will happen, well, let's see. Nope, first he's going to drop a poison spell. So he's going to do that to try to take out that dragon there. And then, oops, let's see. Nope, still alive. Sometimes those poison spells do not get those dragons. They don't kill them. They just weaken them. So what I like to do, and what I've seen a lot of other people do, is pull them out, start shooting at them, and then drop the poison spell. So it all works together, and it saves a little bit of time too. Now you'll see he is dropping in 2 lines of hogs, and he's dropping them in an area where the defenses are close together. So they need to be kind of side by side, because if there's spaces in there, of course, then there can be traps and bombs in there. Look for the large areas, the large spaces, because those will most likely be the giant bombs, and one giant bomb can take out a bunch of hogs. Used to take out all the hogs, but now not so much as it was before. Since the update, they have strengthened the hogs again. They were really strong. A lot of people were doing hog raids and completely wiping out bases. And then they updated it, and then they weakened the hogs a bit. And then now they've gone and updated it again, and the hogs are strong once again. So that's what I hear anyway. And it seems to be true, because it looks like the hog raids are more successful once again. Hooray! So as you can see here, those hogs have cleaned up pretty much the majority of the base. I think they've got pretty much all the defenses gone, and now the cleanup crew goes in and just takes everything else out. And for this guy, it's his wizards and his king, his barbarian king. And I think he still has, he's still got a couple hogs left. I'll be darned. Okay, we've got another hog attack. And on this guy has got a pretty good trash line going here. But it's kind of lopsided, so you can pretty much drop your hogs almost anywhere. As you can see, there are some places where it looks like he might have some traps or bombs in there. So, that will hopefully help you decide where to drop them. And he tends to drop them right over where I would think there would be traps and bombs and Teslas. And I was right. And he loses several of his hogs there. But it's all good, because he's got plenty more. Now, for each Hogrider attack, you want to use at least 30 or 32 hogs. And also, you want to make sure you get your healing spells down fairly soon. You don't want to do it, you want to drop them inside the walls. Okay, don't drop them when they're, still outside the walls. That just would make no sense whatsoever. But you either want to take in 3 healing spells or a couple healing spells and a rage spell. Because once they go in there, they're going to be shot at, and they don't take a whole lot of fire, so you want to definitely put down at least 1 healing spell. Unfortunately, they do not protect against traps. As you can see, this one pretty much clears out all the defenses, and now he's got his cleanup crew in there. He's got those wizards just taking everything out, just cleaning house there. So as you can see, and he's got himself his barbarian king as well. He's using level 4 hogs, and I was going to add, you want to try to be sure to upgrade those hogs pretty quickly, because the higher the better. Okay, we've got one more hog raid on another Town Hall 8, and as you can see on this one, he is luring out the dragon. And he was shooting at him. Let's see, he needs to drop some more. I think he's going to drop some more archers or wizards in there. He's got his poison spell down. Oh, there's a dragon. So it's a dragon on dragon attack. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. And there he goes. He's going to take that dragon out. One more. Yes, and he's got him. Now he's dropping in 1 hog as kind of a test hog, because it looks like there might be a smart, not a smart bomb, a giant bomb there. And I don't know where the giant bombs are. I know there's one in there somewhere. but they managed to miss all those open spaces. So, like I said, they're going to jump from one weapon to another, or one defense to another, and they're going to go to the closest one, usually, generally speaking. So you want to definitely look for those bases that have their defenses directly beside one another, without a whole bunch of spaces in there. And you can see this guy is he's just cleaning up there. Those hogs just took out everything except for that one little cannon, and they're going to go down there and get that. Oh, and we got some traps, but it's okay because they have accomplished their mission. Now here comes the cleanup crew with the wizards, and they are taking out the rest, and this is going to be another easy 3-star. So be sure and plan ahead on these attacks. Decide exactly what and when you're going to drop everything. And most people do 2 lines of hogs, and I think that seems to work really well. And don't forget your spells, and placement is the name of the game. Okay, and for our last raid, we have probably one of the worst Town Hall 8s I've seen in a while. Wow, some people get all the luck getting a base like this. So anyway, as you can see, this player pulls the dragon all the way over to the corner and shoots him down. And I think he's got a poison spell and has not used it yet. I don't know what he's waiting for, but maybe he's thinking, oh, I can just take this out with my wizards, or actually archers. He's taking it out with archers. This guy likes to live dangerously. Okay, so the archers go in, and let's see, where's he going to drop those hogs? I would drop them, over about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Nope, he drops them over by about 1 o'clock and goes hopping through everything. Now, as you can see, everything is right next to each other, and so that tells me no traps, no bombs. The big space that was in the center, of course, those are Teslas, as you can see, so the hogs are going to take those out pretty quickly, and he's going to go and they're going to go hop all over around the core area with very little problem. I think it hit a trap there. This base, you can tell exactly where the traps are because everything else is right next to each other. And I'm sure as he's looking at it, it looks great. But you have to take into consideration that those places where you have traps and bombs are going to look like empty spaces. Also important to remember is to, when you are changing your base around, to be sure and move those bombs and move those traps every once in a while, just to make sure you don't have a big square underneath there. Well, it'd be kind of a small square, but it's just big enough for the enemy to go and spawn troops. So you don't want to make it easy for them, and that really does do that. So as you can see, he's sent in the cleanup crew, which I believe were some minions and the king, and probably some archers or just minions. I'm not sure. But if you plan ahead, you can pretty much figure out what you want to use. And he used a lot of minions, which are cheap. Okay, guys, quick review. And you're going to be using hogs and lots of them. Use 30 to 32. Now that last raid, they used 29, but that's okay because it was a super ridiculously easy base. But you probably won't get that lucky, unfortunately. So I would say 30 or 32. And then you're going to pick your cleanup crew, which will be wizards usually, or wizards and archers, or wizards and a dragon, or, you know, whatever. Find out what works for you. You can use minions. The key is to knock out all the defenses first, and then it really doesn't matter what you use. You just want to use something that's relatively quick. So minions are a pretty good choice, but they're kind of weak if your hogs don't get everything. So kind of think about that as well. They might not get it all, so you want something that's going to be strong enough to take out the rest. Anyway, practice with it. Figure out what works best for you. Have fun with it. We'll see you in the war and keep on clashing.